Group H of the qualifiers, round 2. In round 1, Gamtja won against Kawaii Rice. I actually wanted to commentate on those games too, but Kawaii put a blog on Team Liquid that he was sad about the results, so it was pretty obvious who had won, and it wouldn't be interesting for me to watch those games. So we see already Gamtja is gonna go for some cheese. I have a little bit to talk about these players. I hope I have the time. Now, Gamtja is from Austria. He is a pros player. He's not very well known. His highest rank is A-, I believe. I was in this team Extreme Violence with him for a while. But my biggest memory with him was when I played him at the Nation War. He was really cheesy and he actually impressed me a little bit on a game on Ghost Garden, that map. Let me talk a little bit about it before it's too heated up in the game. You know how on Ghost Garden you have your main, a normal natural, and a natural that's within your main, completely defended. So from his main nexus he just built a simulator, played some sort of tech build, and then got his second simulator off of one nexus, even though it was like very far away, and he mined gas from it with like 7 probes or so. And this gave him enough gas to go for an Archon drop. How does that sound? Anyway, and he basically dropped Archons in my main while I was trying to contain him, get a good position down his natural, and so naturally I had no units to defend against an Archon drop. I mean, just think about how strong Archons are. And so he was pretty much able to get rid of the contain because of this drop. I don't know if he was like just having fun or something, but it was very effective. Anyway, Gamtja went for a gate, and so Tarson spotted it very early with the SV that built that supply depot, and responded by pulling 3 SCVs, 4, and Gamtja is actually responding by pulling probes on his own. Now, I've seen Tempest do this, but if you had intentions to do this, I think you should have placed the proxy gate around here, because the distance that the SCVs have to walk and is much longer, and the distance that the probes have to walk is much shorter, so it would be much more advantageous. We also saw a Matter Pylon. I believe it blocked 2 SUVs initially, but Tarson glitched them a little bit to free one of them. That was very good. And Gamtja did give 2 SUVs, but I'm not too sure whether this whole distance was I'm not sure, considering the whole distance that he walked to the probes, it was good enough for him to pull. Anyway, he made a second gateway. Not gonna be effective. At least it shouldn't be, just to delay the turn a bit more. And just now he's starting a pylon in the main. This out's not gonna get out and even if he could, I think he should cancel it, to be honest. Unless he's worried about what Tarson is doing. Because Tarson is just gonna micro it and hopefully not lose much. But it looks like he got a little bit unlucky with the Marines petting, and Gamtja took advantage of it, got 2 hits for free. So actually this out was a good idea. Anyway, after all these early shenanigans, both players are in a very normal position, just a little bit delayed. Well, not a little bit.